Blessings, Diane here. I wanted to make this video to answer questions that have been submitted to me. And I have my assistant here that's going to help me out. I've asked her to help me by asking me the questions, and I will give the answer. So the first question?
The first question comes from one of your students taking your psychic development classes, and she asks, why is it harder to tune into some people than others?
Alright, so the reason that it's harder to tune into some people than others when you're giving someone a psychic reading is because some people are blocked and have blocks up around them. And when you're doing a psychic reading, you're basically reading the person's aura and their energy around them. So if they have shut down, then they have closed all their chakras and they have shut down their energy and their aura that's around them. So you're not able to access all the information that is needed in order to give them the answers that they may want, or just information that you see for them. Now, the thing to do is, before giving someone a reading, you ask them to relax and open up as much as they can and open their energy field around them. And these blocks can be created from childhood emotional trauma, childhood abuse, or negativity. There's many reasons they may have these blocks. And the thing is that you may be able to get a small amount of information from them, but not like with me, but not like a large amount of information. And this is what happens with me sometimes, is that I can't get the large amount of information until they relax and start to open up to me. So this is what creates issues with psychics not being able to read people, is that the people most likely are shut down or have blocks. Alright, here's the next question.
The next question is about ETs, and it's, how do I contact our star family?
Alright, I get this question a lot, since people know that I have been visited by many different races of our star family, and I have had face-to-face contact right here in my house with our star family. So the number one way that you can contact star family is to raise your vibration and keep your vibration raised. And how you would raise your vibration is, some of the ways to raise your vibration is to stay positive at all times, rid yourself of all negativity. Yes, we live in a duality here, but we also want to focus mostly on everything that is positive for us. And we want to also rid ourselves of any 3D programming that we have, and all negativity. So our star family are, interdimensional. Many of them are interdimensional, so they just don't exist on the 3D plane. They can go back and forth from the higher dimensions to the 3D plane. So in order to raise our vibration to see them, we need to raise it to also our own vibration to the higher planes of existence where they are, and then they can meet us. They can lower theirs a little bit, and this includes spirits and also things that are existing in other dimensions. So it includes all beings that you would want to make contact with from other dimensions. And this is a picture that I had an artist draw for me of one of the star family races that have visited me, the Altarians. There was a male in the front and the two females behind him when they appeared to me. I talk about this on my website. Alright, here's the next question.
This question is about the Ascension, and it's, should I be worried if I'm not feeling any symptoms of the Ascension like everybody else seems to be having?
Okay, so the question is about Ascension and symptoms, and the thing with Ascension is, the more sensitive you become and the more higher planes that you're existing on, the more you may feel the symptoms. But that does not mean that the Ascension is not affecting you. the Ascension could very well be affecting you, and you could be having many of the symptoms but not know it, because many people attribute the symptoms to something else. Like they may feel sick one day and they don't know that it's the Ascension. They don't know that it's upgrades and downloads, coming in, and they may just think that they're sick, and they may go to the doctor. Many times they go to the doctor, and the doctor tells them there's nothing wrong with them. So there's nothing to worry about if you don't feel, don't necessarily feel all the symptoms. But one thing that's also needed to look at in this situation is how much 3D programming does the person still have? How much are they devoting their life to 3D activities? And, how much are they searching for the truth? And how much are they willing to step out of their comfort zone and, go into inhabit other dimensional frequencies. So this is something for them to work on and think about, because ultimately we do want everyone to be noticing their symptoms, because it helps everybody when everybody notices their symptoms. So this helps everybody. It makes everybody feel good when, when we feel an upgrade coming in, everybody feels at the same time that we know we're all going through the same thing, and we know that it's from the Ascension, the shift taking place. All right, here is the next question.
Okay, the next question is about death, and it is, what happens to someone when they commit suicide?
Okay, I've talked about this many times, and it doesn't matter if a person commits suicide or if they die in a natural way. Everybody goes to the same dimensional plane. But the thing with the next dimensional plane is that there are different levels on that dimensional plane. So everybody goes where their vibration and their frequency matches that plane and matches the other people that are on that level. So, but there is no punishment for anybody who commits suicide or decides they want to leave this reality and goes to the next one. Now, when they do die and they go to there really is no death. So when they do pass on from this reality and they go to the next one, there is no resting in peace. They don't rest there. They have work to do there, just like how we're working here. They work, they can choose to have fun, or they can choose to work on their spiritual involvement, just exactly like what we're doing here. So the harder they work on their spiritual involvement, the faster they'll move up to other levels. And basically, this is why I advise everyone here to work on their own spiritual involvement, because then when they leave here, you can be at a higher level of existence there than what you would be if you hadn't worked on yourself spiritually. Doesn't mean you're going to be on a lower level or anything like that. It's just that for me, I would rather be on a higher level, than a intermediate level. So this is what I advise for everyone. But there is no punishment for anyone that commits suicide, and they can choose what they want to do. They can take, in the spirit world, they can appear to us as a spirit. They can appear as an orb. They can appear in full form. They can come down, and they're multi-dimensional now, so they can come down and visit us if they want to. They can visit in dreams, or they can visit in person, like they do to me many times. I've seen them in all different forms, in all the forms, they could possibly take. I've seen them always. All right, that concludes our questions for today. And if you have any other questions you would like to ask me, you can private message me on Facebook, or you can contact me through my website. I will put all the information at the end of this video, and you can contact me through either of those ways.